Welcome to Naruto episode 2. So this is Naruto episode 2. Let's begin. In this picture, Naruto seems very happy. He's giving the thumbs up sign, like that. He's giving a thumbs up. So he's in a good mood, and he goes to see this man here. So this old man, this is the third Hokage. The third Hokage. He's the leader of the village. He's the current leader of the village, the third Hokage. You see, he seems like a very important guy. He's wearing the Hokage hat. He's got a pipe in his mouth. And he seems to be a very wise man, right? He seems like a wise old man. This is the third Hokage, and Naruto has come to see the third Hokage. Naruto, because Naruto is he's a bit of a goofy guy. He's a bit goofy. You know, he does like goofy things. He does silly things. And so what he does in front of the third Hokage is he does his new jutsu. It's a stupid jutsu. Naruto does the sexy jutsu. So this is what Naruto calls the sexy jutsu. He turns into like an attractive woman, a naked, attractive woman. It's a goofy jutsu that Naruto does, because Naruto is not really a cool guy. He's not cool, right? He's a bit goofy, you know. However, surprisingly, it actually works on the third Hokage. It's surprising because he seems like such a wise, intelligent man. But when Naruto does the sexy jutsu, it actually really, he's really shocked by it. And you can see here that he's got a strong nosebleed, right? This is what we call a nosebleed. There's blood. There's blood coming from his nose. So this is a nosebleed. This is, for some reason, in Japanese anime, when somebody sees an attractive person, they always have nosebleeds. I don't know why this always happens in Japanese anime, but it's a common thing. A common thing you will see in Japanese anime is that if you see an attractive person, they have a strong nosebleed. Don't ask me why. But anyway, the sexy jutsu is very effective, actually. It's a very effective jutsu on the third Hokage. Anyway, Naruto and the third Hokage keep talking a bit more, and then suddenly this little kid, comes running in. He suddenly runs in, and he's trying to attack the third Hokage. However, he fails abysmally. He tries to run in and attack the third Hokage, and he trips. He trips over, and then, as we can see in this picture, he falls flat on his face, like that. Flat on his face. So he comes in, trying to attack the third Hokage. He trips over and falls flat on his face. So yeah, he fails abysmally here. He really fails abysmally. Anyway, this is actually the third Hokage's grandson. It's actually his grandson there. Anyway, Naruto is a bit of a goofy guy, right? He's not cool. But this guy here, the boy, his name is Konohamaru. Okay, his name is Konohamaru. It's a Japanese name. He's also pretty goofy. So the two of them are both pretty goofy guys. They're not really cool, you know. So Naruto is walking down the street, and Konohamaru tries to follow him in disguise. Yes, he tries to follow him in disguise. Here he's pretending to be like a rock on the floor. he has covered himself with a blanket. Yes, he's covered himself up. He's covered himself up with a blanket because he is trying to stay hidden. He's trying to follow Naruto, but stay hidden so that Naruto doesn't notice that he's following him. But his disguise here is completely obvious. It's not a good disguise. And here he tries to. There's a fence in this picture. There's a fence there, and he's covered himself up. He's trying to blend in with the fence. Can you see this? Here, he's trying to blend in with the fence so that he can stay hidden. He wants to stay hidden, right? So he's trying to blend in because the blanket that he is covering himself up with has the same pattern as the fence. So he's trying to kind of blend in with the fence there. However, Naruto sees him easily. He's pretty easy to see him. Anyway, Naruto becomes friends with Konohamaru. They get on well, actually. They get on well with each other, right? Which is not a surprise because they're both pretty goofy characters. They both like to do stupid things. You know, they're both kind of goofy. So it's no surprise that actually they get on well with each other. So yeah, they get on well. One thing we do find out is we find out a little bit about chakra. So chakra in Naruto is what you can use to perform jutsus. Okay, in Naruto you need to use the chakra inside your body, and you have to make a hand sign like this guy here, like this. Yes, you have to make a hand sign and then you can perform jutsu. That is how it works in Naruto. So Naruto tries to teach Konohamaru the sexy jutsu. Yeah, he wants to teach him the sexy jutsu. Now, unfortunately, Konohamaru is not very good at the sexy jutsu, and this is what he comes up with when he tries the sexy jutsu. When Konohamaru tries the sexy jutsu, this is what he comes up with. Not really the sexiest woman that exists. So his sexy jutsu needs a bit of practice, let's say. In this episode 2, we learn a little bit more about Konohamaru. Because Konohamaru is the third Hokage, remember, this is the third Hokage. Konohamaru is the third Hokage's grandson. Which is nice, you know. You would think that it's good to have a strong, powerful grandfather. However, Konohamaru feels like he's living in his grandfather's shadow, right? He feels like he's living in his shadow. He feels like whenever anybody looks at him, they are just thinking, oh, I know your granddad, your grandfather, right? So he feels like he's kind of living in his grandfather's shadow, which can be difficult. It can be difficult if you have a very successful father, brother, grandfather, because you can feel like you can never reach their level, right? You can feel like you're living in their shadow a little bit. Anyway, this man here, I think his name is Ebisu, something like that, wearing the black sunglasses. He doesn't like the fact that Konohamaru is hanging out with Naruto. He doesn't like the fact that Naruto and Konohamaru get on well together. He doesn't like that they get on well with each other, and he doesn't like that they're hanging out together as well. Because remember, Naruto, people in the village don't like Naruto, right? But people hate him. So he tries to drag Konohamaru away. He tries to drag him away from Naruto. But Naruto uses his shadow clones. If you remember from episode 1, Naruto learned how to do the shadow clone jutsu. So he makes all the shadow clones. Ebisu is not so scared by this. Ebisu is quite strong. So he's not scared by these shadow clones, really. But then Naruto does something that he did not expect. He turns all of these clones into a sexy jutsu. So again, it's Naruto being goofy, again, doing stupid things, right? So he turns it into a sexy jutsu, and all the sexy jutsu Narutos come around Ebisu, and it has the effect that you would expect. As we all know, in Japanese anime, whenever there is an attractive woman around, the character gets a big nosebleed. So Ebisu has a massive nosebleed here because of the sexy jutsu. Huge nosebleed. Anyway, near the end of the episode, Konohamaru is talking with Naruto because they get on well together. They are friends, basically. Konohamaru is saying that he wants to become the Hokage. Naruto also wants to become the Hokage, so they both have the dream that they want to become the Hokage of the village. Both of them want to become the leader of the village. They want to be the most powerful ninja in the village. And Konohamaru, as you can see here, is frustrated. He's frustrated because he feels weak. He feels like he will never be able to become Hokage. But Naruto says to him, look, all the villagers hate me. I felt very lonely, right? I felt so lonely. All the villagers hate me so much. But, he says, he's found one person who believes in him. This is Iruka Sensei from episode 1, right? So Naruto has found one person who believes in him. And he says to Konohamaru that is enough. He's got one person who believes in him. Even though most of the village hate him, right? He's got one person who believes that Naruto can achieve his dream of becoming Hokage. And so Naruto tells that to Konohamaru with a big grin on his face. If you look at Naruto's face here, he's got a big grin on his face. A big smile, a big grin. Because he's happy. Because he knows he has one person who really believes in him. That is basically the end of the episode. So Naruto and Konohamaru, they get on so well. Because they're both so goofy and silly, they become friends. And that's the end of episode 2 of Naruto. You know, when I first saw this episode of Naruto, I nearly quit. I nearly quit the show. Because I thought, this episode is so stupid. This episode is so goofy with these stupid sexy jutsus. And I was like, what am I watching? This is so stupid. And I nearly stopped watching Naruto forever. However, I did continue to episode 3, and episode 3 and 4 and 5 is where the show actually gets a lot better and a bit more serious. By the way, guys, if you do want some of my extra videos, there is now a members area on the YouTube channel. You can support the channel by giving a little bit of money to help the channel grow, and you get extra videos in return for that. Anyway, thanks for watching this video. I will see you in the next one. If you want more videos like this, go to EnglishSponge.com. On the website, you can find videos from many different teachers. You can choose which level you want. A1 beginner, A2 beginner, B1 intermediate, or B2 upper intermediate. you can choose which accent you want to listen to. American, British, Australian, and also other accents. You can choose which topic you want to listen to, and you can choose which grammar point you want to focus on. The website will track your time, so you can see how many minutes you have listened to comprehensible input today, yesterday, and for the whole month. So go to EnglishSponge.com. The link is in the description of the video.